It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. It's time for the Uncle Rico Show. So chug a course, cause here we go. It's time.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Uncle Rico Show, world famous. And, of course, with your world famous Uncle Rico hosts, the great Mike Morse, the Reverend Bob Levy, and joining us down there in the
A James Bond villain, obviously.
Yes. Sky Bear, Primetime 99. Let's go. You know, I'm really shot out of a cannon today because it is an honor and a privilege to be here. And I'm not here to just kiss butt, but, you know, I'm just saying the freaking, you know, Stuttering John Con that's going to happen, the Dabbler verse, just this whole entire thing has exploded. And I just want to say, listen, Carl does a great job, but I really appreciate you and Bob's, you know, foresight or your, you know, take on it, because you guys were inside. You guys had the inside baseball. So I really appreciate you guys having me.
Inside baseball. I like that.
This show has a bit of a personal touch, but I also like to look at it more as like a on the spot roast, you know. None of us have seen the footage. It's given to us by our hardworking crew back there, Iso Do, Stut Joe Depot. They give us all this material and we watch it for the first time together, and sure enough, we somehow find a way to make it funny every time.
We used to watch it in the bathtub together, but that was before.
Yeah, that was before we realized we could make money doing it. So
but I was just on Levy Land, you know, bugging Bob about this, and I had to start off by saying, like, you know, I love what you guys are doing, but it makes me sick, surely, that this guy, Stuttering John, can't make 5 cents from him when everybody else is just rolling in the dough. You know, I can't not be empathetic to it, even though he's terrible, even though he's like, you know, burned every bridge he's ever, you know, crossed. And even like when I watch that cringe video, he's trying to call you out and he doesn't go and call out any of the other Stern staffers. I'm saying, like, we know John is the biggest chicken shit. It's tough to watch.
Hey, listen, with all the shit this guy's done and started with me, I still believe I can make him money in this. If he just dropped his ego, reached out to me offline. We don't have to do this on a show. Talk to me. I will lay it all out for you. I got the plan. It will work, but you have to commit 100% to it.
Thanks, Joe.
And you will. What did you say, Mike?
I was thanking Joe for not forgetting me.
Yeah. Well, you will. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget Mike Morse. Who's Mike Morse?
Believe me. It's not the first
Mike
time
Morse. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduced Mike, but
you said Mike. You said Mike. No, but I haven't been giving Mike enough love. I need to give Mike a little more love, Mike. You're doing great up there in the top right. Yeah, the northeastern quadrant. I really appreciate the work you're doing over there. So good job. No, but there is, but surely some of the best broadcasting you did too, and you only did, I think, 2 or 3 episodes, is when you were watching the Killers of Comedy stuff. There's just something, you know, and you're watching, there's something about the nostalgia of John too, where it's like he's so terrible now, but it makes us remember of a time when like Howard was fun and John was fun. I don't know, and like there's something like it brings back good memories. But now what he's devolved into is so humorous because it's the, you know, riches to rags story.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm watching Mike.
He involved into much more than not a liver transplant victim he could be. You know what I mean? He cannot get a liver. Would you give the guy in that one
I wouldn't sell him liver.
Right. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we can do Jello shots with it and get fucked up if we can get it.
Liver and onions.
I think but this is what I don't get about John too, is when I watch you guys show and I watch Carl's show, and like they'll show he'll be he'll be hungover as can be and he's chugging orange juice. And I'm like, how is a guy your age not know how to nurse a hangover? I mean, this guy's been an alcoholic for 50-something years.
Because that orange juice has vodka in it. That's what
that's what it has to be. That's what I'm thinking. Honest to God, I'm like, what? Because that's the only way to kill a hangover is hair of the dog is to drink again. We know that. That's the sad cycle of being a debilitating alcoholic.
It's the reason why the Bloody Mary exists.
Exactly right. Yeah. And it's the most effective drink. The Bloody Mary after a hangover, after you had a drink, you start feeling good. That's the best buzz you can get, really and truly, is the 10:30 Bloody Mary, after a night out.
Absolutely. Listen, long story short, you are an OG fan of the Stern Show. And
yes.
We are all fans at the end of the day of the Stern Show. And so having you on doing this, it is a great honor and a privilege. And you know your way around this fucking neighborhood. So that's why it's easy to get Alex on and fuck around. We'll get to the super chats. You want to start them right now real quick before we get to the video? Because we get here we go.
$1 super chat. Wow, Fred.
Fred Eisenhart, $49.99. King of all dabblers is the man. Yes, DabbleCon. It's happening. Rochester. $2. King of all dabblers. Fred is pretty good too. There's a big difference in donations there. Thank you. John Spittle, $5. You're all trolls, but blocked. Thank you. Fred Eisenhart,
$100, another 100. Wow.
This is for the chatter's ingrown toenail.
God bless Fred. He's free and loose with the money.
Alexis, $50, but it's Canadian, so that's like $7. Pack of Palmolives for the Rev, some bologna for Mike's board, and a round of Coors at the Pickwick on me. Much love, boy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fred Eisenhart.
No, Fred, what is going on? Fred, call me right now, Fred. I got something I can sell you here in Dallas that I'm sure you'd want to buy. You're a hell of a supporter, Fred. Keep it up.
This is more than John makes in a month. Fred's a troll, by the way. Don't believe him. He refunds all his money at the end of the day. All right. Thank you guys for the super chat. Let's get into the fun.
Let's go.
You guys ready to rock and roll? It is that time. We have the last part of this Tommy interview.
Oh, no.
He's become a favorite on the show, and the fact that John. So Tommy, you know the story. Tommy flew him out, paid for him to come on the show, and John's
very familiar.
A drunken mess this entire visit, and this is closing out the show. This is the day after he got so bombed he couldn't go back to his hotel room, and he slept at Tommy's place. And the next day they podcasted again, and here we go.
Oof.
Let me know if you guys hear this.
Like I would, like even when.
Wow.
Hard for you to explain, John, huh?
Yeah.
First of all, and he couldn't remember, and he goes, I forget that fat. He's talking about Anna Nicole Smith, and he's Mr. Woke, and he goes, I forget that fucking fat fuck chick's name. Listen to this.
Yeah, but look how much better he looks, guys, in this. I mean, his skin looks better to how he looks now. He looks a million times better in this footage than he does now.
Which is insane because he's almost dead from the day before. So to say he looks worse now, and you're right, I mean, that says a lot about what he's doing these days.
Yeah. Right. But then you look at this, something that he did 6 months before this, and
he looks that much better.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Like I would, like even when I forget that chick who died, Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah.
It's just me being me.
Were you there when she came in? Yeah.
She was there.
Was she all fucked up?
Yeah, but Howard wanted to get on the scale because we had a scale in the studio.
You don't do that. Not
all right, but
this is the Howard Stern show.
This is the old days. Yeah. Stop it, Tommy.
You're right.
This is 20 years ago. Dirty old.
You know what I've been talking about for the last 20 years.
Yeah. Well, it's like I just called her a fat fuck. Now I'm gonna be like, oh no, you can't put a scale in the ground.
Tommy doesn't have a time machine to get him into today.
I know, but it's in the shop getting worked on right now.
But the best thing about Tom is he's like a Pauly D wannabe. He looks just like Pauly D. He's a Jersey Shore all the way, but he's the best guy. He's a nice guy. I love this Tommy guy. Just the way he even asked this question. He's so friendly. He's like, oh, I wouldn't make a woman get on a scale. He's a very nice guy, has manners. I like this Tommy character. He's
a gentleman. He's a gentleman. You could tell he's got a little bit of class to him.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely more than John.
She had gained weight, and she lied and said she was weighing less.
Like you couldn't tell, you know what I mean?
Oh, there's another
What
burp.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Meanwhile,
Why is there a shadow over the studio? Oh, we had no idea she gained weight.
he just burped up a ham sandwich he ate 10 minutes
Ooh,
ago.
and that was a wet one.
Yeah.
That was a wet one too, because there was a lot of saliva going on in that sentence before.
Yeah, here, check it out.
She had gained weight, and she lied and said she was weighing less.
Howard.
You just see those cheeks puff up like Dizzy Gillespie.
And truly,
Yeah,
I remember this show. This is like the trim spa era of Howard, right? And so you weren't working there at this time, were you? Or was this right when you?
No,
okay, so you weren't there for any of the Anna Nicole Smith stuff.
No,
but you there right after. Okay, so this is like John's last thing because this is like right before he left the Anna Nicole Smith saga. I feel like Benji slept with her and stuff. So he's trying to get her on the scale. I mean, that was one of the most legendary E episodes of all time with Howard K. Stern. That episode was a hit. I can still remember it like it was yesterday.
People forget, but they moved over to Sirius and they did this thing where they just had a spot on the floor that had a scale hidden in the floor. So
the new one,
so when chicks would come on, they'd be like, or even dudes, they'd be like, "Well, how much you weigh?" And they'd be like, 140, and right behind it's like 180, right above their head. Brilliant.
Get on a scale, and I would go, come on, and I would walk in periodically, like every 5 minutes. Come on, Ann.
Sylvester the cat telling the story over there.
That was like a wet arrow.
And if you look at the bigger picture here he is taking a bit that he really didn't have. I mean, okay, so he gets Benji upset at one point, but at the end of the day, the bit, Howard is the maestro in this bit, but it can't. But the way John tells it, and even Benji was great in this, but the way John tells it, this is all the comedy starts and stops with his appearance on here.
I get on the scale, and then I would try and argue to get her on the scale, and she'd go, "I'm not getting on the scale." And then I would go out and go, "All right, Howard, go, John, go down here." But it's like we knew what was going on because we knew what the bit was.
Yeah.
His mouth looks like a pizza roll when it's overcooked in the oven and it starts smelling, and just fucking starts oozing shit and bubbling.
We were like a pitcher and a catcher. We read each other's signals. We knew.
I was going to be the asshole, and Howard was
no shit.
Of course.
And I didn't have to take any acting lessons for it.
You're going to play good cop, real cop.
Yeah.
Oh, a few minutes.
Good cop retard.
Come on, get on the fucking scale. I mean, I didn't curse because we weren't allowed to. I go, come on, get on. Look, Anna, please. Who are you? No, I'm not getting on the scale. So then it keeps going, and finally,
is John missing a tooth in this thing? Is he missing a front tooth? What's going on? It looks like there's a little hiccup.
You don't understand what he eats, Julie. Tell him.
Yeah, he cracked and he chipped a veneer eating the dreaded spaghetti with pesto sauce.
And that's where he cracked it too. So he doesn't have all of his teeth on this segment. Wow.
I think it was the front tooth broke off the veneer on it.
The veneer.
Like he says, I have the good ones. That's it.
Yeah. Showed up to visit his mother like that.
His mother's a sweet. His mother's a good woman too. Yeah. God bless her soul.
Sweetheart.
You go, look, Anna. I just want to say, I'm very sorry.
Just thinking about her dying.
And that one tooth just hanging out. It looks like Lilo and Stitch or something. It's just so funny.
Fun.
Antagonizing.
By the way, I watched this video today of a woman recycling from a 2-liter bottle, and one of the things she did was just pull it through this thing that just cut like a small. And I'm looking at his tooth, and I'm going, "You could cut 2-liter plastic,
and you can use it as a rope." They do that in Africa. Yeah, they take the 2-liter and they have a little device so that, they can make the plastic into like rope or something. That's what his little tooth is. It's like a little blade. You could just X-Acto the whole 2-liter.
Or the time clock at the Flintstone factory when you clock into work. That's the other one.
I just want to say I'm very sorry. But do me a favor, get on the scale.
Yeah, you did it. Look what I did. I tell you, it ain't easy being next to an alien. Good Lord.
We're not sure if Tommy's a troll or a fan of John's, and we're not sure if he's human or alien. Those are the things we're unsure about.
Or a praying mantis.
Or praying mantis.
On it?
No, she was like, fuck aliens.
Gosh, you need to screenshot that with his one tooth and his two middle fingers. And now he's got that Coors Light. Oh my God.
Oh, there it is.
He just gave somebody the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a 3-piece McNugget. He's missing one right there. I mean, God. Oh, that's good.
You get it there, East? Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I don't remember the last time I remember her being on. She was pretty
School, school, everybody. Look, I am.
I don't know if you were there. Were you there the last time?
I think I might have been. Yeah.
She was real like slurred.
Yeah, I think that's one of the times.
What a shame, huh?
So's the guy sitting across from you right now.
Look how many beers. 3 beers right there. I mean, 2 to his left.
No, this is after the cleanup. This is he had it.
Oh, yeah, well, I know I saw that, but I'm just saying 3 new beers. This is the
Right.
second day. He's got a 3-piece right there. We're just talking about a 3-piece.
Yep.
Yeah. Before they cleaned it up, it looked like an alcoholic chess game.
Really did.
You were going to ask me about the whack pack. I'll tell you.
Yeah, tell me about
Was
the
he?
whack.
Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf was by far, Tommy, my favorite whack pack.
Yo, Hank the Angry.
Shocker. The guy who was an alcoholic was John's favorite to hang out with.
Hey, an interesting fact, Shirley. Did you know that Hank the Angry Dwarf only had a very short run on the Howard Stern show? I know he's on the E! Show a lot, but it was like less than 2 years or something like that. He was even total on the show. Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a star, you know, that fucking shines so bright and burned out so fast, man. I mean, that dude was the man when him and
the man
fought, and then him beating Gary in the trivia, and just
the David Blaine. It's like trying to pee on the ice. I mean, that was great. And he, I mean, he flamed out so hot because even if we had the Whack Pack Awards, you know, obviously now because Beetlejuice outlived them all, he's probably like the OG. But I mean, Eric, I would say, is number 1. But a lot of people, Hank the Angry Dwarf, I think, was the best in studio because Eric was only in the studio one time, you know, so he only really created content over the telephone.
What made Eric the Midget the best was he wanted none of it, but wanted all of it. So it was just such a beautiful balance there of like he didn't want to admit that he loved the stardom he got from getting goofed on.
But Shirley, there's nothing scarier, nothing in the scarier for Eric Lynch to hear is like, oh, you're booked. Now you got to come to set and act the role. You know, he loved all this stuff before, but as soon as he had to act, remember when they said, oh, we want to give you more lines? Every actor's like, great. Oh, I want more lines. And him and Jan were like, no, wait, no. You want us to do more part? No. Like, that's the opposite of an actor. An actor's like, oh, yes, I can do more lines.
He's amazing.
It's just incredible. So
he was one of a kind for sure. All right, let's get back to another one of a kind. Tommy, if you will.
He is the best, or was the best. And I would hang out with Hank. And he
big surprise.
No, Hank was as smart as a whip.
I thought that too. I thought that.
How smart is a whip? Does anybody ever test the IQ of a whip?
No, but Hank beat Gary's ass in that trivia. That is that. I mean, you guys, everybody knows that because we're all Stern nuts. But I mean, Gary was a psycho. Gary beat every motherfucker when it came to that trivia. So,
but you also have to take the source. You know, this is one of the dumbest people on earth going, this guy was a genius.
Hank's IQ was double of Baba Booey's. Trust me. Hank was that smart. And I would hang out with Hank on appearances, and he would drink that fucking vodka like it was fucking water. I'm like, Hank,
my hero.
What do you think? You think you're gonna fucking live any longer? I'm like, Hank.
He's like he's like he's speaking Yiddish. Hank.
Hank, happy Hanukkah.
But that dude was so fucking inebriated, but still smart as a whip. And to me, he was the funniest when he would show up with the Easter Bunny costume.
Hilarious. He was fucking hilarious. And you know how like I knew he was like really high IQ. I mean, he might have been fucked up 24/7, but he reminded me. He had like that look of like an Elon Musk, right? Where like
That's what I always said. I thought he bought Twitter for a second. I swear to God, I can't believe Hank bought Twitter.
That's the last person I would compare Hank, the angry drunken dwarf, to is Elon Musk. Well, Tommy, that self-tanning cream is going to his brain a little bit with that comparison, a little.
Hear me out. Either Elon Musk or Samuel L. Jackson. All right.
Yeah. All right. Now we have to hear the reason.
What's that, Mike?
We have to hear the reason now. This is,
of course. Absolutely.
This better be a good fucking explanation.
Better be good, Tommy.
Unless the drunk sent him unless the drunk bought him a car or something. He bought one of the cars off him. You know what I mean? He thinks it's smart.
Yeah. He designed a spaceship by flying.
He would have all these thoughts going through his brain. So when you asked him something, even if it was a second or two, I picked up on it. You know what I mean? Because
I have antennas.
I'm telepathic.
Yeah, I probe your guys' brains every night, so I know where that come from.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at reading people, so I could see that he would pause before he would answer, even if it was a second or two.
Yeah,
and to me, because of the people I've met,
I guess you never asked him for a beer then. You know what I mean? You want a beer? He never fucking paused. Come on.
No, he sure did.
I was like, this little fucker smart as a motherfucker.
He's pulling up the files. I do it all the time. Yeah. Even when I'm at the pub, like someone, I have to pull up the files and like, look, our brains are computers.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to
And yours need to be restarted. Jesus.
Yeah.
Right?
Yours has a lot of computer viruses. Right. You need to go get that. Go to the same Hunter Biden place and go get it fixed.
Yeah. I gotta go get my head defragged. I'll be back. There you go, Eso. There's one for you.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, of course, because John is that smart too, where he has to pause for a minute to pull up that. Who's that fat chick? The fucking dead one. Yeah, that kind of genius shit. He's got to
wait. And guys, and we have to admit this now. The John stutter is fake. I believe somebody was playing a clip where he was at, it had to be Carl. Was at a recent thing, and that in Idaho or whatever. And the guy interviewed him. Was like, "Oh, you didn't stutter, darling." The guy with the weird voice. And then his last words, John said, he's like, he stuttered on it after the guy brought it up. I'm just saying, this guy's such a fraud. He's such a fake. I wonder if he even stuttered in the Howard days. Or, you know what I mean? Like, do you think he was at NYU going director Quentin Tarantino's my favorite director? I mean, you think I bet that was all an act.
You know what? There's definitely spots where he puts it in for a reason. I do think he does stutter, but I also think because Shawnee, high register Sean, he when he drinks, he does not stutter. When he sings, he does not stutter. So I think with John, one of the reasons maybe he drinks so much, besides he's an alcoholic, is because it's a form of medication for his stutter.
It's a relaxation thing.
Yeah, that probably is true.
If you watch him on something where he can't be drunk, he stutters a lot more because he's
really?
I've never seen one of those tapes. Do we have any of those?
Third grade recital.
Yeah, it's like medicated Pete can't talk, but he can sing Purple Rain, I guess, and that's his. Yeah.
Hey, do you want to do any super chats?
Yeah, he can't wash his hands in under 30 seconds, but he can whip his dick out in no time. That hog. What do we got? Oh, here we go.
Let's read some super chats. Super chats. Get super chatty.
I forgot we had that song. That Phil Spector, John.
That's Phil.
Dave's Bob. What's that last name, Bob?
What?
Good, Bob.
What's his last
varmint. Varmint, like a varmint.
Why you varmint?
Varmint. To the best of your knowledge, has Bob ever summoned and/or gathered darkness to please him? Another vampire joke about you.
Oh, okay.
Rick, $4.99. Stop doing gold dust, Shuli. Hack gimmick infringement. $99.99. Fred Eisenhart. Buy Mike a new green screen. Love you, Mike.
Thank you, Fred.
You got it. Varance Media. I have it on good authority that Dabbler is in Qatar to liberate all the unused gear. $4.99. That's great. Big fan, Alex. Fred Eisenhart, $99.99.
Wow, I appreciate that, Fred. Thank you.
I'll send you that $100 through a fourth party.
Yeah, please give it to my friend for his aunt's cancer surgery. That I appreciate that. Thank you.
Tony Soprano. Hey, Tony, come on my show. $1.99. So Chuli finally invented Frankenstein. John Spittle, $50. Not true. I got money. Thank you, John. Nick J. $5. Fred, a beloved chat has cancer. Can you please send me money for this beloved chat? Hold on. There's a lot of beloved people with a lot of things. $49.99. Eisenhart. What's up, John Spittle? Fred, you know you can talk without donating money on this thing. $4.99. I heard Pink Floyd send John a cease and desist. John Spittle, we meet again, Fred. Uh-oh. These guys.
Wow, this is good. Yeah. This is good. This is what I like. It's like that meme. This is good. This is good.
Chat wars. All right, $50. We meet again. All right. I guess we're doing this again. Bring it. Challenge.
Oh, man.
Tricky Dicky, $20. Stunt Joe's life is so sad and pathetic. He's turning into the real life version of Mickey Rourke character from the movie The Wrestler. Stunt Joe's movie would be called The Dabbler.
Dude, that needs to be a documentary right now. The Dabbler. Somebody needs to do that right now.
Somebody needs to buy the rights to The Gambler, Kenny Rogers. Rewrite it, please. Mike, get on that.
All right.
$49.99, Freddie. John Spittle. Better make a new account then, bitch. Look at that. Shoeless Joe, $5. Stink Floyd. Get out of the way, Shoeless Joe. There's men fighting over money here. So Fred has multiple accounts. Told you he's a troll. Blah, 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 blah. Get rid of him. These are insane. $4.99 for Bob Levy's chemo. Love. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Fred Eisenhart can only donate $500 a night on one account. Had to switch. Jesus Christ!
Wow, Fred, you're a beast, Fred. Thank you.
Maybe Fred's Elon. Maybe Fred is Elon.
Yeah. Like, are you a dwarf, Fred? Maybe you're Elon. $5 for salt for Bob's pool. Seth Martin, $20. He was as smart as a Pickwick. Thank you. Or a Pickwick. Yeah, there you go. John will get sober. Agreed.
I'm getting offended.
Wait, Bob,
now.
you used to have an indoor pool, though, correct? What is the pool? Yes, okay.
That was like 2 marriages ago.
That's when I lived in the basement, baby.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
John Spittle, where'd you go, pussy? $50 call out. $2. Put them side by side. Tommy is Zorak's love child. Spaghetti Tooth John, $1.99. John's brain is a Commodore 64 8-bit computer, which I used to own that. Chewing the shit, 666. When Bob goes out in the sun, does he burst into flames like a regular vampire, or does he sparkle like one of them Twilight queers? All right, we done. Okay. Breaking news: all future world land speed records are to be moved from Bonneville Salt Flats to John's shoulders.
So keep those super chats coming.
Yeah, Alex, what are you? Have you seen the movie One Too Many? The John movie?
Oh yeah, I mean I've seen clips from it. I haven't obviously watched the whole thing, but I'm saying I have to make this statement again. Seeing those super chats from Fred Eisenhart is such an incredible person, but once again, I just felt John, if he had to see that montage right there of those super chats, and he wants to go to the Pickwick pub so bad. Like John would literally do anything for $75 just to go to the Pickwick and get 10 beers. And he has to see that. Oh, I bet he's just like, oh. I mean, that's tough. Congratulations, fellas.
For him. I can make it happen for him. He's just got to come talk to me. That's all.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say one of the things we're doing at DabbleCon, StutJoeCon, is we're gonna be doing a Mystery Science Theater 3000 viewing of One Too Many.
And, that'll be epic with everybody in the thing. Are you gonna record it? So how are you gonna shoot it though? Like on you guys, or are you gonna shoot it like yeah? So you're gonna show
leave the shot on us, and then you know
you can sync it up if you want to watch it. Yeah.
Come down, and start it when we
get on the plane, motherfucker.
Yeah,
let's go.
That's gonna be epic. And his movie, but what was the gimmick behind that movie? Because that's why he was on the Tonight Show, right? And so it was like kind of a thing, that movie. It was like kind of a movie, right? I mean, obviously not some sort of studio movie, but like
isn't that National Lampoon series? That's
what I'm saying. It was like it was like something. It was
he got somebody to invest in it.
That'll be good. That'll be epic.
And then National Lampoon bought it. I was reading about it. And
the guy that invested it right now, you can hear the machine kicking him in the ass all day.
But you know, it's funny. All that time and effort you spend on a movie, people don't realize with StreamYard and this podcast, you can make a way better show with way less effort. Just, you know what I mean? You don't even realize. That's what we thought in the old ways of media. Yep. You know, people thought, oh, you got to be in a movie. Like, you got to be in a movie. But now in this day and age where it's like, no, you can be a broadcaster and really create your own content, like you know, and 100%. It's just insane. Yeah.
All right, I know you got a heart out, so I want to.
No, I'm good. Let's keep going. Yeah.
Right, fuck Dallas, baby.
Yeah. Well, I don't. We'll see if they win. See, you know, it's funny. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but I'm just so sick of them losing. I don't even give it. I see all these guys in Dallas. You know, obviously it's a high Mexican population, which I love. My Mexican Latinos, but like these guys, they're like shooting each other after a Cowboys loss. It'll be like they'll be like people shooting each other. Why? The most domestic assault calls of all time is when the Cowboys lose. The DBD even talks about that. So it's just like these people are adults, you know, take this shit way too seriously. It's a bunch of kids, you know, tossing around a football. It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm over the NFL. I'm really over pro sports totally, but I got invited to the game, so I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
Well, your fans are showing up here. They're happy.
Thank you, Voyager. Thank you so much.
All right, let's keep it going.
Deep to remember what the answer is.
You know who else is like that gets fucking beat the fuck up? Is Kanye West.
What a good drop. And you know, this is potential. I don't want to. We see Pickles in the chat. Those are my big supporters. They really like me if they put those. My point is, you know, there could be a future Alex Stein Kanye West meeting in the future, so be on the lookout for that. I just want to be vague though. I don't want to say too much, but we'll see if we can rectify Kanye's personality. Or what would you, if you had to give Kanye West advice, Shirley, though, I'd like to hear as a Jewish man from Israel, right? You were born in Israel. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was born in Israel.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're as Jewish as it gets. I mean, what do you think about Kanye? What's your opinion on him? Do you think he really wants to hates Jews?
I mean, I think everybody a little bit hates Jews.
You don't love them. You don't love them.
Okay, well, that's fair.
We're being honest. I mean, look, I said this the other day, but like the guy went out and said they're in charge of media. They're running the media and they're running the banks. And to punish him, they took him off every platform.
Made him look.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, look, everybody hates everybody. It's the world we fucking live in. I got people I've never done anything to fucking wanting to see me fail in every aspect in life.
And that's just his family.
Yeah. And
John, mom and dad.
So what are you gonna do? I mean, the thing is, in the business that we're in, as much as you don't like to hear what he has to say, it's his right to say it.
Yeah.
It's allowed. You don't have to support the person. You don't have to listen to it. But, you know, if we're going to start telling people, shut the fuck up, talking about this, that, and the other thing, that's never going to stop. It's going to start and it's never going to stop. And then soon you won't be able to talk about anything. And the next thing you know, they'll be welding your doors shut when you ain't fucking.
I would love that.
Never to leave the house.
Please.
Mike's kids are grown, so he's got no issues with that.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't be able to leave.
COVID was the greatest fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're like, you can't leave your house. I'm like, okay. You know?
DoorDash and Netflix. Oh,
Yeah, people go, why'd you move to Alabama? And it's like, because I was stuck with my family in a 2-bedroom apartment in Astoria, Queens. I'm going to be stuck with these guys. We're going to have some goddamn elbow room. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, amen to that.
Yeah.
I don't know him, so I don't know much.
Yeah,
I met him briefly once.
Briefly.
Sorry about the water right now. I'm gonna briefly once. What happened to Bob? He laughed so hard he fucking.
What happened? Yeah. What the fuck happened?
I can hear Bob.
Honey.
Bob, are you there?
Technical difficulty.
No, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. I don't hear him now.
Thought he'd never leave.
He started laughing, and then I guess maybe his internet went out. I don't know.
He was really stinking up the show. I'm glad he's gone.
No.
All right. We'll keep going here. Let's go.
He'll be back.
He's a little different, but I guarantee you, he's smart as a fucking rock. Because
I'm not
smart as a rock.
Yeah, what? As a rocket?
Yeah. Also,
as an inanimate object. Is that how smart he is?
I'm telling you right now, this guy's as smart as a spatula. Right now. There's Bob.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right, welcome back.
I guarantee you, he's smart as a fucking rock.
Because
I'm not smart as a rock. He said, what did he say that?
Now I think it's Rocky, and I don't know if it's rocket or Rocky, but
he wants to say rocket scientist, but he doesn't. He's forgetting the second word. That's what he wants to say.
Because we don't have scientists on my planet.
It's like talking to a brick. It's great. The guy's so smart.
But you guys have to know these Tommy guys. Tommy's the type of guy that grew up on the East Coast, and probably like his uncle's like made guy or affiliated with a made guy. So like he has to have that fake mafia persona where they all have to have that. It's
I think his dad was killed by a mob guy or something.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He definitely he's obviously not in the mob, but he wants to have that that vibe while also wanting to use self-tanner and gel his hair and wear the little shirt.
I did not know about his dad. Rest in peace, Mr.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I know that. Yeah.
I guarantee you, he's smart as a fucking rock. Because
I'm not. I have no idea.
And I think I've watched him.
I have no idea.
When it comes to the world of smart, my hands are tied. I don't know what to say.
On Rogan and other places, and he reminds me a lot of Elon. Like he's got a gazillion thoughts in his head.
This is Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Hank and Kanye both spitting images of Elon Musk, according to Tom.
So Hank would be Elon missed only because he's only a little.
Paused. Now he pauses. Before he wouldn't pause and then got killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he pauses and tries to get his thoughts.
Well, isn't that the key, Tommy? Like, just sit back for a second before you say something really stupid.
Yeah.
If only he believed what just came out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Come on.
And I think you learn how to do it because what's stupid to me or you isn't stupid to him. It just comes out wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's really fucking smart.
Yeah, I don't know.
It comes out wrong, but he's smart.
We have a whole new breakdown of stupid for people like us. You know what I mean? Like, that was ridiculous. That whole thing he just said. He goes, what's stupid to us isn't stupid to him. So I got to hear this again. This was a Rubik's Cube of a sentence. I don't even know.
Isn't stupid to him.
Hold on.
And John's like 13 beers deep, so he has no idea what's going on. So he's just agreeing. I want to hear the statement again.
Are you a stripper? All this purple lighting's throwing me off.
I don't know.
Tommy has a beautiful studio. I don't know if he rents that or leases it, but that's a beautiful studio.
And I
rumor has it Scott the engineer is working for Tommy in the studio, but I
good for Scott. I hope so. I hope that's the case.
We have coming up another Tommy episode when John came back on and he brought Scott with him, I'm gonna reach out to Scott and see if he'll come on and do the breakdown with us. It'd be great.
That's what I'm saying. See, and Scott should be in the Dabbler verse. What the heck? Why isn't? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
He's loved in the fan base. I got news for you.
Yeah.
Everybody loves. That's what I'm saying. Everybody loves Scott the engineer. I don't know who. I mean, and dude, and like I said, we're not gonna sit here and bash Howard, but can you imagine? I know he bashed Scott forever, and he probably feels like he did Scott a favor by carrying him everywhere he went. But it's like, dude, I mean, Scott is as OG as it gets, the legendary pusher. I mean, it doesn't get more legendary than Scott the engineer, in my personal opinion, as a Stern expert.
Yeah,
I would love to have him be a part of this. So 2 weeks from now, I could have him go, could I see the numbers again?
See, that was the best, dude. That was the best. Surely all he had to do was go out there and literally, like, not even say a joke, just stand up there so they could yell and cuss him out.
Can you give me a printout for Patreon for the past 3 months? Thank you.
Yeah, now I know why you don't want to do business with him. That makes sense. Duh, you got to remind me of that whole fiasco. But that was great content for the show. See, surely that was some of your best content was the Brent stuff, towards the end, but then that stuff, the freaking, Killers of Comedy drama, Howard used that forever. Like, he acted like he didn't like that Ronnie was on the side of buildings in Atlantic City or Vegas. Howard loved that for the show because it was such good content. I mean, I don't know if he personally liked it or not, but it was great content.
He loved it until people told him that he shouldn't love it. And then he stopped loving it.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Because at the end of the day, it took up hours of content on that.
Hours.
And he had no problem with that.
It was easy goal. It was always funny. No matter what happened, it was always a great hour or two.
And he loved the drama of, like, oh, is JD going to replace Scott now? And, like, he would love, he loved that. That was, I mean, gosh. So.
Storylines that you write in wrestling, but they're happening in real life.
They're
insane,
Yeah.
Wild. All right, let's keep going.
I think you learn how to do it because what's stupid to me or you isn't stupid to him. It just comes out wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? Okay, what's stupid to me and you isn't stupid to him. It comes out wrong. Followed by,
but he's really fucking smart.
Yeah,
he's really fucking smart.
Insane.
I mean, that's a fucking double Dutch. You're never jumping in at the right time on that one.
I don't know much about Kanye. I just know about Hank.
And at first, I thought he was a fucking.
I'm trying to bring it back to what he does. He's like, I wasn't there when Kanye worked for the show.
Not this.
Think about all the whack packers that died. Kenneth Keekow and back.
It's turning into Jeff the Drunk now. I mean, he's a few more beers. Think about all the whack packers. Kenneth Keekow.
John is literally the head whack packer. John, he is the head whack packer. I mean, he's the top guy.
That's what I'm saying, and he should be making the money that the top whack packer should be making. And Bob, in the prime of Beetlejuice on the road, how much of a fat knot of cash did this fucking guy have in his pocket?
Just with the pictures I made of him. He was selling them for 20 each. He would fucking have a roll. He'd bring back to the room $100 worth of Chinese food at 2 a.m. for me and him. And I'm like, Beetle, there's no way we're eating that. He goes, I got you this. I got you this.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And he's just telling everybody what they're going to eat.
But for Beetlejuice, that success never went to his peanut-sized head.
No, it
never did.
No, it didn't. No, and I just listened last night on Sirius. I was in the car and I was listening to Stern. And when on Beatles' first appearance, he asked him how old he was, and Beatles said 48 years old. And later last night, it is so funny. And Howard talked about that for 10 minutes. He's like, "Wait, what?" Howard didn't know if he was right or wrong. I was like, "Gosh, you look so young!" Like, and you can just tell Howard had no idea. It was Beatles' first appearance. It was so funny, and he was there with Sean because they were doing the midget tossing. Oh, it's such a great. We
got booked to do the Gathering of the Juggalos once, Beetle, myself, and so you fly on a regular human being plane to Indianapolis, and then they have to put us on a prop plane to Evansville, Indiana, right? And so we're at
that's where it's at. It's in Evansville, Indiana.
That's where it was. I don't know if it's still
that's
there.
Where my mom's from. Wait, and it's in the middle of nowhere. I've been to Evansville. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Hometown of Don Mattingly too.
It's literally up in the mountains, like a 2-hour drive up into the mountains, and it's Lord of the Flies. There's no law, there's no police, it's just people with clown makeup on and stages built and wrestling rings.
And fentanyl and methamphetamine as well. Please don't forget the good things, the good fun parts.
So we get booked, so we're flying, we get to Evansville, we get ready to go on this plane, and they're checking you in, and Beetle's in front of me, and the woman goes, "And how much do you weigh?" Because that's when I realized how small the plane is. And he goes, "Oh, I'm about 248 pounds." And I'm like, I go, "No, Beetle." I go, "Tell her your weight." She's like, "What is your weight, sir?" And he goes, "Oh, about 137. And I'm like, "Beetle." And after the fourth one, she's like, "I'm just going to put not sure," you know. They sat him right next to the pilot, which crazy. So why would you put him
in case he needs to fly the plane? Really? Come on, in case he needs to land it.
Reach over to anything and just fucking and we're fine. You know?
What does this do? Boom.
I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, and he pushed the button.
He was one of the funniest ones. Dead. Fucking.
What did he die of?
In jail, right?
Prison or something.
Oh.
I mean,
that's Steve Langford was on that story. Like, he was not letting up on that. There was something shady going on over there, and Langford till this day still makes shit jokes. No, I don't know.
No, but that's the thing with jail, though. Look at Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, no cameras. I mean, listen, stuff happens in jail all the time. You're not going to get any sort of reconciliation.
I remember he found out the whole thing was privatized, and it was like a private company that were the guards. And
couldn't get the footage, can't get anything.
They don't film anything. They don't even film the good stuff like the rapes anymore.
Right. Yeah.
The showers. Yeah, that was my favorite channel, the prison shower channel.
A little late in the show for that, but thank you, Bob. Finally got there.
Yeah. Hey, so if you have the sign, you can throw it. I know it's we're crossing streams here, but I mean, technically, we're not wrong. All right. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Back to 0. All right.
So many that died.
See, you know what? I haven't had because.
Meanwhile, correct me if I'm wrong, he only named one person. Yeah. He keeps going, so many died.
I thought he was talking about Vietnam for a second. Like he was over there and like, all my friends, not many came back, you know? Come on.
Yeah.
I hate to fucking say this, but the first contract he got with Sirius, he was still Howard. The second
he changed his name to Milton. What the fuck is he talking about?
When he went to like 3 days a week,
it
wasn't the same. And now he's only doing what, 2 a week?
Now he's Miss Phyllis Levine. Can you believe that?
I don't know.
He got like 300 million for 2 a week.
He gets 100 million, 120 million a year now, right?
Yeah, but who's
Millen? 120 million.
Who's keeping track of that with every swig of Coors?
Right, but I think the contract. No, I looked it up.
I don't know.
The contract was 300 million for 2 years, so like 150 million.
Oh, really? I thought it was 5.
Yeah, but see, it's all stupid when we talk about Howard's contract stuff. He's so super rich, but it's all tied in stocks and stuff. None of us will even know. Howard doesn't even probably even know what he makes a year. You know what I mean? He probably only roughly knows what it's worth and what his portfolio is like. You know, but. It's all pocket watching. We shouldn't even be pocket watching, even though we watch that. You know, it's just what we do naturally. But
yeah, this is the reason why Kanye doesn't like us. We're pocket watching. Stop. Just fucking let people make their money, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, either way, he's making a shit ton.
Yeah.
But after that first contract, Artie went, you were gone. And now it was basically Sal.
First of all, John wasn't even there for any of the contracts. Number one, Artie was there after the first contract.
He was there in 2010. I mean,
that's right. He left after the second re-sign, right around the second. But Tommy,
dude, that's when the world ended, Bob. 2010. Then that's what I'm just saying. That's seriously. That's about when it all ended, guys. That was the last.
It ended for
me.
We're
talking about the 99s. I mean, I like the 1995 and 96, and the Cowboys are good. I like to think that was the peak. Probably 2010, guys. We're never gonna hit that. That was it. We're fucked now. She's my life.
I agree.
the stockbroker. What happened with Richard?
I don't know what happened with him.
What is he? Does he have heat with Richard because he took his job? Technically, I didn't even think about that. Does he not like Richard?
He probably has
everybody.
Heat with anybody that's there after he left. Absolutely. 100%.
That answer.
This is like a not a fan expo, like two guys at a not a fan expo talking.
That answer was like in 60 Minutes when Mike Wallace would ask some guy about, are you poisoning the lake with your? We're not going to talk about that.
All right.
I don't know what happened with him.
I don't know. He's not on anymore.
He's not?
I could be wrong, but I haven't
wrong.
heard him in.
I was the one who discovered Richard.
Yeah.
What?
What? All right,
this is new.
In honor of Jay Thomas, let's go, the late great. Let's go around the horn and let's see here if we can guess how John is going to take credit for discovering Richard. Who wants to go first?
I got it.
Go ahead, Bob.
He used to call into the show with these songs, and then I used to put him through, and I was
Put him on hold. Put him on hold and put his calls through.
And Howard loved what I did with the phone.
Right.
Yeah,
Who wants to go ahead, Mike?
Bob has to be right. Yeah,
I agree. But what are the odds he goes, I'm in Kansas. And
I'm at Tico's Tacos.
I'm at Tico's and I see this retarded, redheaded, long-haired, what I thought was a girl licking the window of a van while shitting in it.
He was a funny motherfucker, bro. He was funny as fuck.
I discovered High Pitch Eric. I discovered Richard. Well, he was sending him song parodies, but I'm the first to put Richard on the air at the Hard Rock at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas. Also,
what does that mean? What does he even say? I discovered fire. Like everything.
I put him on the air on stage. What the what?
I put him on the air on stage at the Hard Rock in Vegas.
Put on the air at.
Hold on.
Oh, and who was it? Larry Melrose Green? How he just ripped him off for thousands of dollars, dude? That doesn't even make sense.
He charged Melrose $500 a show to go up on stage and do time, knowing the audience was just going to boo and throw shit at him. And so John got his fun and made $1,000 off of Larry.
Just an asshole. But I remember, was Larry? Why would he even do this more than one time? Who's encouraging
this fan?
Because yes, and he's a fan, yes, but he's also insane, God. My brother met him at a bar in LA once, and he goes, he had a Howard Stern sign, and my brother mistakenly goes, oh, Howard Stern. He goes, my brother works for Howard. And he goes, who's your brother? He goes, who's your brother? And he goes, Shuli. He goes, get out of here. And then he leaves. And then he comes back like 5 minutes later with a sign. It says Shuli's brother with an arrow pointing to where my brother starts holding it up next to my brother.
He was funny as fuck.
I discovered High Pitch Eric. I discovered Richard. Well, he was sending him song parodies, but I'm the first to put Richard on the air at the Hard Rock at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas.
He was funny, man.
Also, Jeff the Drunk. Here's the best. Jeff the Drunk. I kid you not, Tommy.
It was not a drunk.
I told him pretend to be drunk.
I taught him how to drink.
Right. He was an amateur.
Dude, I'd almost argue now John's a worse drunk than Jeff the Drunk is now.
Oh. Jeff the Drunk has more willpower than I have. Like, he quit smoking cigarettes cold turkey and did it for years. I eventually went back, but did it. Believe me, Jeff has more going on than John a million times over.
And Jeff owns up to it too. Jeff owns up that he's got a huge problem. And
absolutely.
Is that true that he really discovered High Pitch Eric too?
Well, I think
High Pitch Eric called into the show. Come on,
it's even more than that. There's a cop that used to do security for the show, and he was a cop in a certain section in New York where Eric was living, and this cop knew Eric from the neighborhood and mentioned to the show about High Pitch, and that got the ball rolling. And then I think they told him to call in or something, and I think that was it. But really, it was this cop was instrumental in kind of getting him.
Yeah, not this cop.
The
fucking cop.
Pull me up.
By the way, shout out 800 plus, almost 900 people watching us tonight. Thank you, everybody.
Every morning, let me go down, and I would go through it, and I fucking put them on because
that was Tommy leaving his body that just passed by the way.
Yeah, I did this thing called my job. I would run home and I would write stuff down. Are you listening to this, Tommy? This is amazing.
Phone, like I would have my screen had a phone list, you know, and then
it was like he's describing how to land a fucking space shuttle.
Yeah. You know? On top, I would write jokes and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And every time I said, pick up line 10.
Wow. Wow.
That's so weird that he called on line 10 all the time.
I discovered the phrase pick up line 10.
Wait, and he's talking about his jokes. Have we watched the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast? Do we have a copy of that? Does that exist?
First of all, I have a copy of it. Yes.
You do?
Well, I mean, it's Mike, there's literally nothing in there. It's all basketball legends.
Oh, I know. I want to see it though.
Old story. All right, I'll send it to you. If you were on Discord,
we got to see it.
You're on Discord. I would send it to you.
I don't think John's written one joke in his life. I mean, you know, other than the squeegee joke about, you know.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Listen, I'm a comedy writer, for better or worse. I'm a comedy writer. When you do that, you do it all the fucking time, and you're always working at it. He hasn't written for anybody since tonight. Oh, sorry.
Well, you're known in that scene for being a writer and for people coming to you and you know, Hinchcliffe is known as a roast writer.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, man. Motherfucking funny guy.
Very funny guy, brilliant roast writer, and he's not on every single roast, but you bet your ass if it's a big roast, he's writing for people on that shit. Right. 100%. Right.
Is he asking for another beer right now? Look at this
I have a question. Why is there no dirt under this fingernail? Thank you.
Just Jeff the drunk. This guy is drunk as fuck. Pick him up.
Wait, I gotta say this. Even though we know that John is the greatest musician of all time, that's Tommy's T-shirt. That's not his T-shirt either. That's why he looks clean and stuff. Because he slept on Tommy's couch. He showered on Tommy's stuff. That's why he's all clean. That's why he looks halfway put together. That's 100% Tommy's T-shirt. He didn't buy that Pink Floyd shirt. No way.
It's like a chick. He's walking around in a T-shirt. No one.
Yeah, he's shacked in his apartment. John was so fucked up. He couldn't even get an Uber or get a freaking cab to his La Quinta Inn down the road. He had to stay there and eat all of his food in his refrigerator. You know, John is in his refrigerator too. He's in his closet getting that shirt. I mean, that's so not John's shirt.
Hey, but think about this. Like, all you have to do is drop a guy off at his hotel, right? But he was such a mess that Tommy decided it's better off to let him sleep here because he was such a mess. They couldn't even guarantee that he could make it to his room.
Right. They didn't want to pull a Bob Saget on him. You know?
Yeah. God forbid.
No, the best thing would be in the history of the world would be you order an Uber and it's stuttering John as your Uber driver, just shit-faced drunk. I mean, could you imagine that? I mean, talk about a nightmare. You're trying to just go to like a nice dinner with your wife or girlfriend. You guys want a beer? Want to go to the Pickwick Bog? But where are you guys going tonight?
Yeah. Hey, give me a rate. Give me 5 stars right now before I even make anything.
Maybe give me a big tip.
Yeah, just so I know you're gonna do it, right? Give me your phone, I'll do it.
10 miles. Howard would not pick up on this guy. And I'm looking. I go, Howard, pick up that fucking phone.
Listen to me. We were all waiting for Jeff the drunk to come on.
You didn't even know he was on hold. What are you talking about?
Okay, guys. I have to get out of here at 6 o'clock. I'm going to the Cowboys game. All 900 people watching. I'm sorry, I'm a bitch ass, but I love you, Bob, Mike, Shuli.
Love you.
Thank you guys so much for letting me come on. You guys are doing great work. Keep it up. I know you guys know that, but I'm telling you, this is just the start of the Dabblerverse. You know, next year we're gonna, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the Dabbler Galaxy. If that's it. Is that bigger than the universe, a galaxy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
Let me ask Tommy.
Tommy, he would know. He's a space alien. All right, I love you guys. See you so much.
Thank you, Alex.
We'll see.
Later, brother.
We'll watch the Cowboys go crap the bed tonight. So I'll be there with my thong on, yelling at Dak Prescott. If you guys
good luck, brother. We love you. Thanks for coming on.
Love you guys.
Take care, brother.
Alex Stein 99, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a 5. I love some Alex, man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And
the thing, Tommy.
The other one.
I would go, Howard, pick that guy up. Howard would never pick him up. He would never pick it up. And
it's almost like it was his show. It was crazy.
And he was telling Howard to pick it up from almost another room over. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's basically, he's not even near Howard.
What he doesn't understand is, when Howard's doing his show, he does what he wants to do. You can give him all these options, and they do. There's all these options in front of him. You can go to this, you can play that, you can pick up on this, and he's literally feeling shit out. And if he's not feeling going to Jeff the Drunk, he's not gonna go to Jeff the Drunk. That's just it.
Right.
That's all there is to it. There's people that waited a long time on those phones, calling in every morning, waiting for him to pick up. And Jeff's one of them. And a lot of the times it's because just being drunk isn't funny enough. Then that means Howard has to do the work. Howard has to now make this guy funny. Come with something to the table. Much as people hate Bobo, at least he comes with dumb questions.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's bringing his own shit. So, yeah, he's like, somehow now this is a personal attack against John, right? That he
because he was so smart, he knew what was good.
Right, because John's telling him to pick up, he's not going to pick up on it.
Finally, he picked it up, and then magic. And then he goes, holy shit. And in my head, I'm like, I've been telling you this for
a fucking hour.
Months.
Yeah.
I like time for an hour. And he's like, 10 months. Like the rest of us not paying attention.
Why can't I remember his name? Funny as fuck. The black guy. The funny.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, we were all waiting for fucking Beetlejuice and Hank. We were all waiting for him.
What do you mean waiting for? What? Are they supposed to show up?
Like Jesus, you know. You're just waiting.
You're doing this bachelor party, you guys calling on your planet. We're waiting for these two little fucks.
Tommy.
Beetlejuice is funny as
Tommy,
fuck. Is he as dumb as he really is?
Oh, my God.
I love this medical conversation they're having. Is he as fucking dumb as he really is? He goes, oh yeah. Oh.
Has anybody actually thought that Beetlejuice was just doing a character?
You'd be surprised. You'd be
really
amazed.
I would be
at how many people have asked me on the road. They go, "Is that for real?" The two people they ask me that the most about, it's so funny, is Beetle and Sal, and they both. I swear to you, they both go. Both of them are like, "Is he really that dumb? Is he really?" For both of them.
I used to tell people that Beetle was acting, and like he talked with an English accent. And shit. They had
I gotta go now. How was that? I hope that was okay.
Yeah, Bob and I used to like new fans, like a wife or a husband of somebody who doesn't listen a lot. They go, "Is he for real?" No, it's an actor, British accent.
I remember we were doing Miserable Men. I'm walking down the street, and it was when Shawnee was on, and I'm walking, and he didn't know who I was, and I'm walking in front of him, and he's on the phone. I hear, and he's, you know, it's like, all right, that's real. He's not just walking down the street on the phone.
I watched him interacting with his kids once, and I was like, all right, this is not a bit. Right away, I'm picturing him reading him bedtime stories, and I'm like, man, there's no footage of this?
We were all waiting for him.
Tommy.
Beetlejuice is funny as
Tommy,
fuck. Is he as dumb as he really is?
Oh, my God. But
we should have Beetlejuice come on and play that for her.
He just goes, oh, dude, fuck. I mean, Jesus Christ. Guy lost half his face in the war.
All waiting for him.
Tommy.
Beetlejuice is funny as
Tommy,
fuck. Is he as dumb as he really is?
Oh, my God. But Tommy, do yourself a favor. One of my funniest, you know,
one of my funniest, they're talking about Beetlejuice.
The compliment for someone else lasted all of 5.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Speaking of dumb, let's talk back about me. I remember what I did.
Mind if I point the room at me again for a little bit? I like this from WATP. Is this Tommy as dumb?
Hey, do we have more super chats? I hate to keep breaking in, but I don't want to go fall
we
too far
do
behind.
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
We're going 3 hours tonight. Don't worry.
Let's read some super chats. Super chats. Get super chatty.
It's not as fun. He wanted war. Fred Eisenhower, $20. This guy means business. His pockets are full. Watch out. John Spit. Oh, $100.
Oh!
I've been a boxer for 30 years. Wow. 30. He pushed you in your fucking face. MJ, $15 Canadian. It's like $3. Is it more ironic that a guy framed a shark coin or that Baba Booey ate some shrimp 35 years? That's a good boy. Do you have a phone? 2 stutterers just stole my truck. Can you believe that? Scarface, $9.99. James Bumar, $4.99. Mr. Morser, do I have to pay to get an answer about Todd Rundgren?
I don't know. What? I forget the question.
What was the question?
What was the question?
Yes, you do have to pay for a horrible question.
Well, he paid the $4.99, so I'll answer it. So
sure. Fox Fife, $1.99. Mystery line Birida. Boom. Alex Stein, please stop yelling. Reels, $10. You got it. We got him to stop.
Yeah.
Belmont, I love you Jews, $4.99.
Maybe I won't answer that question then.
$99.99. Shout out to my BFF and fellow Cat Maximus Warrior for Liberty Primetime 99. Also to everyone's favorite Bob Zipper Chess Levy. You'll get that poop someday, Bob. Never give up, Franklin.
It's coming with a fence, I'm telling you.
John Spittle, $50. Bob had to go feed on one of his victims.
No, something happened with the cord.
Whatever. Nice try.
That's it.
Tim Priest, watch out, Bob. It's a priest. John has the intelligence and charisma of an empty stapler with none of the utility. He would lose tic-tac-toe to a chimpanzee and grandmother. $10. I like that. Peeps Mahoney, $2. Gavelcon 2023. All John, all brilliant. Thank you.
I like it. Look at that face.
Red Eisenhower, $100. Cats are better off without him there. Yes, agreed.
Was that when I had poison ivy in my face?
No, that's when you had Wi-Fi, I think. $4.99, Dave. Does Cal Levy's cape have buttons? No, just zippers and buttons. Bob's Ricketts and shingles treatment. $1.99. That was unanimous. Thank you. So people can see the website. It says RevBobLevy.com, and that's the picture of Bob, obviously. Joe Dicker, $10. John could host the gathering of Boogaloos. Remember the Boogaloos?
The Boogaloos. The
Boogaloos. The Boogaloos. I was friends with one of the Boogaloos kids. England won their soccer match today. John at the Pickwick. You guys said it was football. Those pricks are even hands. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. $10. Zero Dark Tony. I like this guy. $4.99. Hey, Tommy, I borrowed a pair of Speedos. I believe that. Fred Eisenhower, $4.99. What happened? Are you broke? What did you just find out?
We broke Fred.
What the hell? I threw John up against the wall at the cell because he asked my ex if he could sniff her seat. Count Connor, 666. Fuck yeah. If John didn't work at Stern, then any other person with working arm would have answered the phones. Yes, correct. Yes. Jim Sharkey, $4.99. I like it better when Tommy was a deaf, dumb, and blind kid, but he sure played a mean pin. That game with flippers. James Beaumont. Has Bob ever wanted to change his name to Anton? What is it?
Alephus.
I don't even know those words.
Alephus.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all caught up.
All right. You're the best, boys. All right. It's 8:29 into this video. What do you guys say? We take it to like 11 minutes?
Yeah.
Let's go to 15. Let's try to do it. Come on.
All right. Bob really doesn't want to get off. Okay.
I just woke up about like at 4, so.
That's pretty cool.
So someone's starting their day ready to go.
That's part of the day.
Because like I was always doing like Howard would call, oh, John's on doing the John show in the hallway. Yeah, I was. Guess what, dummy? I was prepping. I was getting all the shit. The Scott the Engineer push-ups. I was always working it, knowing what was good for the show. People don't understand that. But one time, I'm doing the phones, and Bill just is like sitting by the office phones. And I'm sitting right behind him, and I prank him. Like I just call in from, I'm right behind him, Tommy. It's on YouTube. Stuttering John pranks Beetlejuice. I'm telling you, you will laugh your ass off. It's
so is he trying to say he was doing a better show off the air with Beetlejuice?
I believe that's exactly what he's saying. If it wasn't for that fucking guy in the studio, I could have been doing even more, but he gets interrupted with his fucking show.
You do your news. I'll do comedy out here in the hallway, if you don't mind.
Now, 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long. I am just fucking with Beetlejuice. I'm right behind him. And he thinks he's talking to him like some guy.
It's like you're walking in wet shoes. You ever hear that?
It's like somebody walking through a swamp or something,
It's like he's wrapping up a fucking bologna sandwich with plastic. That's what it sounds like.
Wet plastic. Yeah. He's wrapping bologna in plastic in a bathtub filled with water.
I'll fucking kick your ass. I'll fucking kick your ass. It was funny as shit.
God. You ever see a pool in an earthquake where the water just fucking splashing around all crazy? Wow.
You could take his lips off his face and just do that and just like drip down.
I think his cheeks are like, stop telling fucking stories.
Imagine a fire in the house happened and John goes, I got it. Just fucking
at the time I was on the road and it's just smoke billowing and fires getting put out. I fucking told Artie, I said, Artie, you gotta fucking, you're not driving home. And the fire's just fucking
John, talk about that time with Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone? Yes, Sharon Stone.
Quickly, they're gonna die.
Keep saying her name. They gotta get the children out.
Yeah, you just saved an orphanage. Thank you, John.
He's got to be at the top, John. I mean, him and Hank the Angry Drunk Man.
Hank was better. Drunk Man. He was better than me because Hank knew where he was.
Wait, stop. Big Daddy Doty, you're right. I thought you stopped smoking, Bob.
What? Oh no, you see, I okay. What happens is I did stop smoking, but then then the cigarettes here. But I have that thing. You slow down. I don't slow down during the show, but yeah, I will. I can stop at any time.
You just got a prescription inhaler thing to smoke, and now you smoke.
When you do edibles in the morning and you pass out, and then you do them again when you wake up before the show, you want to have a cigarette. I don't want to have like one that's that's not. I don't even know what I did with it. I gotta find
Thank you, Big Daddy. I didn't even realize. God, that was
fuck him. Look, I'll go back to not smoking when I run out of cigarettes tonight.
I love that the chats become Hitler Youth. They're turning on each other. They're turning on us.
That's unbelievable. Can't even be a smoker anymore. Huh?
Good for you. All right, we'll get into that. Wow. Let's get back.
All right. Sorry, I interrupted. I just had to.
Yeah,
that's good.
the heart. Beetlejuice doesn't know where the fuck he is.
But he was funny as fuck. Who
Beetlejuice is
discovered
living
him?
in like some kind of other reality. I could see Beetlejuice on a Tuesday. Hey, Beetle, how you doing? Wednesday, he has no idea who you are.
Yeah.
He has no idea.
Beetlejuice knows who I am to this day.
Yeah.
To this day. You just got to invest in people.
Yeah.
Or maybe Beetle just wanted to not admit that he knew John.
Or knows him and just doesn't like him. Because Beetle Beetle, one thing I could tell you, having been with him, and you know this, Bob, he's a great judge of people. When he doesn't like somebody, something's up. Like he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the first time I met him on one of these tours, you were like, he might not talk to you. He might, he's and I went over and I said, "Hey, Beat, how are you?" And he started talking to me, and actually he's like, and they said he's never gonna take a picture, and I was like, "Hey, you want to do a quick picture?" Yeah. And I still was hanging up over there, man, because it was it was like having a
I've seen people approach him the nicest way possible, and he's like, "Go fuck yourself." And they're like, "Okay, thank you." You know,
I was very impressed. I was very happy. Got the picture, everything.
You never know. It's a coin toss. You never know which beat you're gonna get.
Yeah,
you are.
Well, like what medically is wrong with him?
He has the brain of a cat.
A cat is smart, you fucking.
Yeah.
A brain of a cat, and he's got a cat in his house. I need something dumber than me, so I'm getting a cat.
Well, look at on the side of his mouth. There's some drool just waiting to come out there. Yeah, right there.
Laughter juice is leaking out of me.
As you can see, the dam is broken in his mouth. He's got that opening where that spaghetti tooth is.
Katrina going on in his mouth.
Although
he goes to the mic to do that.
I know. What a fucking animal.
Although he has no idea who you are.
I mean, if he has to fart, he just stands up, puts his asshole on it.
Hold on, Tommy.
Hold on. Really, this is what I feel needs to happen to government. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah, I got a hot one in the chamber here.
Tommy, this is weird. I just shit your underwear you gave me last.
Well, like what medically is wrong with him?
He has the brain of a cat. Although a cat would remember you,
right? Especially if you got like some catnip, right? You know what I mean?
Maybe Beetlejuice some catnip.
Yeah. John's cats remembered him as the guy who doesn't clean up their piss or shit. That's what they remembered him as. Chinese Pete Rose and his cat. One of my favorite Photoshops ever was when John said he looked like a Chinese Pete Rose, and then that picture came like an hour or two later.
He's not like he's just not there, you know.
But he was great for the show, though.
Oh yeah.
And
then he's having heart attack number 5. Imagine he has a stroke for every beer he's drinking. He's like, maybe that's why he's yelling stroke instead of skull, and we just can't. It's already taken effect. We can't understand it. Stroke. Oh, he's saying skull again. All right, John.
Yeah. And then Hank died of what?
He's died of what I'm dying of. Cirrhosis.
Alcoholism. I can only imagine.
I would assume cirrhosis.
Yeah, Tommy. It was a hang gliding in an accident. That's how Hank left us.
Yeah, he had a heart attack while fucking Scarlett Johansson. That's what
right.
Yeah.
Right. A bank heist gone bad. They tried to slip Hank through the deposit slot on an ATM. And he died.
Somebody took him. They're using him as a puppet now in Syracuse. They kidnapped him.
But he was a great dude.
See,
Hank was a great dude. Jeff,
what the fuck is the back of his hair? Look at that. It was that he's growing an antenna, John. Get another angle on that. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Like
how do you get that to go up?
He's got, maybe he's thinking.
Well, I'm trying to think of any other, Fred the Elephant Boy.
I'm trying to think of anyone other than me, but I'm having a hard time thinking of anyone other than me.
I keep seeing me.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy too.
Who's that? The Elephant Boy?
Yeah.
You can't even say it. You're just like
the guy with the long thing on him. The other.
Fred's like, hey, did you hear the guy who can't talk say I was really smart? How cool is that?
He's a smart guy too.
Who's that? The Elephant Boy?
Hey,
It looks like you ever see when they put up the girls in porn, just faces ready to get a load. If you put him in with all those faces, if somebody can do that.
I hope nobody turns his microphone into a penis and has stuff shooting all over his face. That would be wrong. Not condone that.
Yeah, the only problem is there's no way that neck could fit a pearl necklace around it.
No.
Yeah, he's a smart guy as well. He's not stupid either. They're like.
Thank you. I wish I could say the same for you. You fucking retard.
What about Gary the retard?
Yeah. I don't really know enough about him to make an assessment.
Just because they have speech impediments doesn't mean they're stupid. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay. So on the Rat Pack, right, we got assortment.
The Rat Pack.
Did you say the Rat Pack?
Yeah.
Luck be a lady tonight.
We got Sammy Davis Beetlejuice. We got Fred Sinatra.
Hank Sinatra the dwarf.
Dean the drunk Curro.
Dean the one-armed drunk.
Where the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie, that's a bull. That's a ball.
Nowadays, I'm just trying to get the names so you get Rat Pack. I never even heard anybody call anybody Rat Pack. Radio show.
Look, living.
What is he talking? Where does he see Rat Pack? Rat Pack.
Put back the video.
What? Bring it back?
Yeah.
What do you mean video's not up?
I'm just seeing a whack pack thing.
Yeah, this is what they're showing. This is what Tom.
Oh, okay. I fucking tell you. Let me tell you
Bob's name into that.
These edibles are fucking amazing. I took a little bite like this, and I'm fucking whatever.
Bob goes, put video back up. All I'm seeing is words.
Me no like words.
Yeah.
Words
That's like a dog. That's like a dog with thunder.
Words.
I can't look at it anymore.
Whack pack. That means that so many died.
Jesus.
Yeah. What are you gonna name? One more? Bring it up to 2 so far that you've named.
Yeah.
All drugs, right? Like alcohol or something.
Bigfoot. I thought he
I remember
died.
Bigfoot.
No, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know any. He goes on there to talk about, I mean, it's just insane. It'd be like me hosting a show on the slam dunk contest winners. Okay, like I don't know a fucking thing about that world. I can't do that.
What he died too.
Living Whack Packers. Holy fuck.
Yeah. See now, Gary the Conqueror.
Yeah, Wendy. I remember Wendy, Underdog Lady. What happened to Underdog?
See John the Stutterer, not to be
He won't answer that because it has to do with me.
confused with former staff member at the
Oh, so he found the one thing that had his name in the list.
Thank
That's
God.
all he focused
I get
on.
to say John twice.
Yeah. And he's one of those dudes that just keeps laughing while he's talking, and it's so I hate it.
I think he just stutters so he can say his name more than once. That's why he does.
Right.
John. Fucking
John the Stutterer, not to be confused with former staff member at the
Not to be confused.
Yeah.
I remember Yoko the Clown.
Yeah.
Yoko.
pussy. That's fucking the greatest.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to break up with the Beatles.
That's the clown. I can't take it. This fucking guy, he's setting John up totally. This is totally fake. This guy. He's fucking with John.
I remember Yoko the clown.
That Asian clown was fucking hilarious.
She broke up the Whack Pack, didn't she?
Yeah. What's up with that? Yeah. Hey, remember when Yoko the clown and John were on, and you were on the Chuck Berry show? Remember
Stuttering John Lennon? You remember him?
Stuttering John Lennon and Yoko the clown?
Yeah, that's yuck.
Yeah, it's John Lennon. It's instant karma is coming for him right now, and that's what's happening. I love it.
Yeah, I remember Yoko the clown.
You know, he went on to write. I'm just blanking the name.
His name's right there. It's on the fucking thing. Roger.
Must bang head.
Well, no, he's saying he's what he went on to write, but he's too dumb to say Brickleberry.
Right.
Yeah.
Paradise PD.
Even though,
there was another
airtight. Yeah, there's a new one too. Airtight memory that never forgets anything.
Well, if you notice, he's beating his head. Which is what I do with my computer when it's slowing down. I just smack it.
Words don't tell me now. Words, come on.
Hey, somebody screenshot this. We should do, what's that statue? The Thinker?
The Thinker.
Yeah.
The Drinker.
The Drinker.
The Thinker. There's so many.
Yeah. I'm just blanking the name.
Yeah.
A fucking animated series that was
that it wouldn't give me a part for. I mean, can you believe that?
Very successful.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see who else I recognize.
King of All Blacks. Haven't seen him in a while. Kibasa Queen.
He was on not too long ago. He was pretty funny. He was funny.
Marianne from Brooklyn.
This is very
King of All Blacks. He would call him.
They're basically reading.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a fun show. Bob and I are doing this tomorrow. We're gonna start with the dictionary, page 1. That's our first episode tomorrow.
Aardvark. What do you think of that? Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in.
Ellie got off, and he's transitions now. Daniel Carver. That was another one I did where Howard's like, the best interview I've seen.
No,
he's running out of fucking oxygen.
He's the other thing. I was like,
get my other course backpack and put it in me. I mean, look at him.
Do they have portable defibrillators that you can just wear like a vest and you can like
whenever you need it?
You just give a friend the remote and you just go, whenever you see me tailing off, just give me a little plug and tap.
Yeah.
Daniel Carver, bro.
Captain Jenks turned out.
Turned out.
Closet.
He turned out so many are dead and gay.
The AIDS of 2007 took everybody out.
He started with so many are dead, and now he's like Elliot off in transition. Captain Jenks, he's gay. Like everything is sexuality now.
Isa, if you can get a shot of that, because I'm sure people would maybe want to put something on that screen other than what's on
that's
there.
a good idea too. Yeah.
Now, he finally came out of the closet. Well, you should watch my interview with him when he was on Channel 9 show, because Howard, that's another morning when I showed up, on that Monday morning, because that show we taped on Saturday. Oh, no, we taped on Friday, but it aired on Saturday. And Howard came in again. He goes, John,
you saved the show again. Thank you so
brilliant.
much.
All right, here we go. Compliment in 3, 2. Compliment that never happened in 3, 2, 1.
Fucking great interview with Daniel Carver, but nobody was giving me questions, Tommy. It was on me. And I was asking Daniel, so if you're drowning, you don't want to get fucking mouth to mouth from me because I'm Puerto Rican? Like, I'm asking him all this stuff.
If you're drowning, wouldn't you? Look, you have to basically drown before that happens. You know what I mean?
Right. You're asking a theoretical question that a racist at that moment will just answer according to what his beliefs are. It doesn't matter what made up scenario you bring up. They're not going to want you or a Jew or a black guy giving a mouth to mouth. But like Bob says, if they're in that scenario,
right,
odds are they are not going to turn down the help.
Yeah.
But he's just like, I came up with questions for a Klansman on my own, Tommy.
Yeah.
Are you sitting down, Tommy?
If I was a wiffle ball, since I'm Puerto Rico, would you play wiffle ball? I wrote them all myself.
All right.
It was just brilliant.
What? Whoa. All right. So now he's calling himself brilliant. He's not even waiting for Richard Lewis to say it.
Well, I mean, that happened once. What are the odds that Richard's going to say that twice to John?
Richard Lewis was in the crowd. And I walked up to Richard and said hi. And after he had seen, and I said, yeah, you know, I'll tell you, Richard, I'm the writer here, you know. He goes, John, you're brilliant. This is all brilliant.
Oh, I got to see that. You got to send that to me, man.
We watched that one, didn't we?
No, we didn't watch. I never saw the roast. I saw him standing outside the roast.
Oh no. Yeah. That's all that's all you see of him in the roast. This is it.
Right. Well, no, I want to see the roast. I want to see the actual
minute.
roast.
He's a black woman?
No, he's over there
on the other side.
Yeah,
he's the only one holding
drinking
alcohol in his hand
Yeah.
at this event.
No, I want to see the roast.
Yes.
All right.
From me, because I'm Puerto Rican. Like, I'm asking him all this stuff. And it was just brilliant. I'm not patting myself on the back, but
You certainly are.
Yeah, you don't understand what that means then. I mean, you are doing nothing but that.
Yeah.
It's just me being me. And
it's hard being this perfect, man.
Yeah.
It's hard being this perfect.
I gotta be me.
I really
do
want
that
to song,
Mike.
myself
Do
right
that
now.
song.
Yeah.
I gotta be me. Yeah, do it. Make sure I do that thing.
Yeah, Mike, do this and do that. Go.
Get on my desk by 5.
Right. It's every day, Bob, with the text thread. Mike, do a song to this. And explanation's awful. Everything is mistyped. What do you say? What do you say today? Because
I don't even know what that came out of nowhere. Like I don't even think I had glasses on it when I did that one, because it came out to like some girl's name or something like that. It was very misleading of what I was trying to say.
Iso asks, are we doing a live today at 5 Eastern? And then Bob writes, yes, that's WGG is the word that followed that's. So WGG. Yes, that's good. Followed by HA, ha. Followed by Steve. Followed by planned. So the full sentence is, yes, that's wag ha Steve planned. And then I wrote, who is Steve? I wrote
that. What did I write?
You write typed wrong.
Typed wrong. I didn't want to try to fuck it up. I kept it quick. I left out me. Me typed wrong.
All right, listen. 13 minutes, 12 seconds. This is where we're at. I gotta go grill some steaks for the fam. Hey, WATPlive.com, ladies and gentlemen, go to that site, get your tickets for DabbleCon, Stut Joe Con, myself, these gentlemen, the whole cast and crew of the Uncle Rico show. Steel Toe's coming. Yeah. We got WATP's going to be there. The Creep Off's going to be there. The Kumia, Mr. Kumia is going to be there. Compound Media, Chrissy Mayer, so much more.
It's maybe Alex Stein?
Maybe Alex Stein, 99 so. Primetime Stein.
And Earl's going to come too, I think.
Earl Skakel, thank you for reminding me. That's right. The great Earl Skakel, who we got to get back on the show because a lot of people love, and a lot of people loved Cardiff Electric on the show.
Let me tell you something. I've seen potatoes before, and that potatoes got it.
Yeah, no, he is one of the biggest home runs that have ever been hit on this show, other than the show itself. So, Cardiff, you're welcome back anytime. I think
and if you want to open up a potato bar, hit me up. I'm in for this.
Yeah,
right.
Leave it.
Get John to work there for free.
Right.
Yeah.
Levy needs another business like he needs another hole in his asshole.
I know. That's why we're going full time with this shit, man. I'm just having fun doing this.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. Tomorrow at noon or 11 Eastern.
11.
What time? 11 Eastern on this YouTube channel. Bob and I are starting up the BS show again. And so it's just going to be on YouTube. We're going to do 3 days a week. We're starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so if you want to join us, make sure you sub. Hit the notification bell, and that way you'll know when we're on tomorrow. We'll post it on social media as well. We're going to have guys like Mike on. We're going to have our friends and other guests, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Just yet another program under this umbrella.
We want your day to go by fast at work. If you can listen, we're gonna make you happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we'll be talking about. There's Yoko the clown. That's great. We'll be talking about. Yeah, we'll be talking about a bunch of stuff that's happening in the world, stuff that's going on, stuff in the world of comedy, the feuds, the brouhahas, stuff in John world and Perry world, and nothing's off limits. Miserable men talk, everything. So tune in tomorrow. BS show returns. Thank you to Stud Joe. Thank you to ESO. You guys rock. Thank you guys for the support we've been getting. It's crazy, man. Really can't thank you guys enough. Appreciate it. Uncle Rico merch available as well. That's all I got. Boys, plug whatever you want to plug.
Al Rosenberg. We'll get him on again.
Yeah. Al wants to come on, definitely.
Al Rosenberg. See?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram on Insta Mike Morse, and I'm on Twitter on Mike Morse Says. And of course, the Miserable Men Show. When are we doing the next one?
I think tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 7.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Tomorrow, and then I just got a text right now from Perry's guy. So Perry's going to be coming on.
We got to get Perry down to DabbleCon.
Oh,
we got to get him to DabbleCon. We'll make him an offer. I don't know if it's chili or fish fillet, but we gotta make him an offer.
We'll get them both.
Yeah. He inboxed me. I couldn't believe he wrote back, and he says, "I'm ready." And I'm fucking like, this is like watching the Beatles back then.
We may have to get Potter on the phone and talk to him before the Perry appearance, because I imagine Potter coming in as a character too for Perry wouldn't hurt.
That'd be great.
No, that'll be good. So come to my club, Brennan Levy's Comedy Club in Vineland, New Jersey at CaseyRays.com. We got the great Chris Covert, musical comedy, very good, and Kevin Brennan and me. So go to CaseyRays.com or KevinBrennan.com. Probably MLC, Misery Loves Company tomorrow live. Check that out. It's always somebody's always mad at us. And
I meant to ask you, did Chrissy perform this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything cool with you guys?
Yeah. Look, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, fucking, I'm pretty cool with everyone, especially when I'm stoned. And
don't let me get in the way of this plug. Go ahead.
We'll see what happens tomorrow, but maybe I'm not stoned. But who's Steve? Okay, that's the thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, look, whatever. Some people can't.
That's Wagha Steve Plan.
Yeah. And then also Levy Land for free at 7 o'clock on Tuesdays, and then we opened a Patreon, and everything's gonna be fun. We're just gonna keep fucking rocking, giving you guys shit to do. Okay, so shut the fuck up and enjoy.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Mike,
that's it. I did mine already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
What does he get to?
Well, I don't know. I forgot to introduce him, so I forgot. Maybe I didn't get him his plug, so I tried.
No, you did introduce me, but no, that wasn't. It was
with Alex.
Alex mentioned you and Bob and didn't mention
people
me,
do that.
Fine.
I think they do it on purpose. You think they're
they're, as my mom would say, they're jealous of me.
All right,
standing against the wall at the dance. We can't have that, guys. We're all
Feel free to follow and support Stut Joe Depot and ESO Doe. Those guys are doing the Lord's work.
Reddit. Check out the Reddit. It's still growing, right?
Yes. Dabblers Anonymous. Shout out DA. You guys rock, brother. Thank you for everything. And we'll see you guys in a day or two. All right. Bye, everybody.
Where are we at?
That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. That's all for the Uncle Rico Show. grab one more beer and shout out, Skull Good. Bye.
Baboon ass.
This is Stuttering John saying